2018 Lexus LC Coupe Review. The good points of Lexus LC Coupe. Striking looks inside and outside. Lots of technology fully briefed. Very comfortable over distance. Both engines have high-end. The bad points of Lexus LC Coupe. Hybrid much less fun as V8. Not much room at the spine. Tiny luggage space. Styling might not exactly appeal to all. The Lexus LC Coupe can be a two-door, four-seat GT car which consists of engine at the front sending capability to the rear wheels. With that under consideration, in theory it's an adversary to the Bentley Continental GT, BMW 6 Series Coupe and Maserati Gran Turismo, but it's not like any of those to consider, to operate a vehicle or to sit in. It's built to be powerful yet comfortable enough to protect long distances, and from initial evaluation we must say the Japanese car maker has succeeded. Pair of engines offered. You've got a range of two engines. Powering the LC500 is usually a 5.0-liter V8 petrol that we've met before from the GSF and RCF performance cars, albeit coupled to an alternative 10-speed automatic gearbox, or possibly a Petrolib badged LC500 hours. The latter is often a technically advanced drivetrain that, unlike most hybrids, isn't intended to offer the lowest possible running costs. Instead it's built utilizing a 3.5-liter V6 engine boosted further always be an electric motor for any total power creation of 354 horsepower. You can watch in depth about these power plants should you scroll down to your performance area of this review, but 0.62 miles per hour takes a maximum of 5.0 seconds regardless. This can be a fast car. Lexus makes the decision to price both 500 and 500 hours versions similar. This means it's your choice to choose your driveline with your own individual priorities in your mind. 3-tier trim structure. There's the alternative to add the Sport and Sport Plus packages for additional cost, covered inside the equipment part of this review, using the latter developing a dramatic relation to the way the LC handles. Alongside its ease of serious speed, the LC is usually an extremely comfortable and well-equipped car. The front seats for example are excellent, along with the cabin's design is impressive too. As a Lexus customer it's also possible to expect an excellent experience in the dealership. That's good because you'll raise your close relationship with these as you vie first of the 250 models which might be heading on the UK each and every year. The verdict. With futuristic looks and lots of technology, the LC constitutes a compelling case for itself like a modern GT. It takes a bit to get under its skin, but once you choose to do we think you'll use a fantastic time in the event you're lucky enough to acquire your hands on one. Lexus LC Coupe Review. Once we give you the lowdown on all you have to know. Pair of different power plants. Two fascinating gearbox options. Is the Lexus LC a tad too clever? You've got two petrol drivetrains offered here, referred to as the Lexus LC500 and LC500 hours, Rogues being a hybrid using electrical assistance. Interestingly, neither motor uses turbocharging technology unlike almost all contemporary cars. Lexus LC500. This version would be the fastest and most polluting engine to be had. It's a 5.0-liter V8 with 477 horsepower and 540 Nm of torque offered at 4,800 revolutions per minute. That means 0.62 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds plus a top speed of 168 miles per hour. It's linked with what Lexus is calling a niche first, a 10-speed automatic gearbox. For keen drivers this could be the best version with the LC. The engine is extremely responsive and sounds fantastic, with huge reserves of power for overtaking. The gearbox is useful, changing gear quickly and smoothly, but from time to time we found it confused itself after we demanded an excessive amount it, producing jerky power delivery the way it struggled to make the decision which gear it was used to be in. Lexus LC500 hours. The hybrid LC carries a 3.5-liter V6 petrol engine containing 299 horsepower and 348 Nm at 4,900 revolutions per minute, but this really is supplemented with an electrical motor with end production of 132 kilowatts, that is roughly equal to 179 horsepower and 300 newton-meters of torque. That means the 0.62 miles per hour time is practically as impressive, taking just 5.0 seconds, with top speed on a 155 miles per hour. The gearbox in this particular version is often a CVT along with a conventional automatic, but built to mimic the driving characteristics with the LC500's 10-speed box. It's best driven gently, as it can be unwilling to change down quickly enough to facilitate faster driving. While we had been less in awe of the engine note, this model is a lot quieter, thereby more comfortable for a long-distance driving. Rear-driven GT handles perfectly. Doesn't feel as heavy mainly because it is. Pick Sport Plus to get the best cornering. How the Lexus LC handles differs a lot depending within the version you've picked. We've yet to attempt the standard car, but sport versions drive well, albeit in a very slightly inert fashion thanks on the numb but super responsive steering. It doesn't feel as heavy because it is curb weight suggests, though, changing direction quickly and nimbly. Cars equipped with all the Sport Plus package less difficult better to operate a vehicle. That's because they're fitted which has a limited slip differential, rear wheel steering along with a variable rate steering rack. These features combined efforts to create an altogether much more engaging experience, using the LC feeling far smaller at lower speeds for easier maneuvering and longer and much more stable when driven quickly. Lexus typically impresses from the cabin department along with the LC isn't an exception. In the main it's a beautifully finished design that feels solid and high quality. The driving position is extremely low but you've got good visibility round the car. We found the tire ergonomically pleasing to hold on to, but what about a little over pointed with buttons? At some angles the lip in the multimedia screen can certainly create shadow which make it hard to see Satan of directions. So we found the drive mode controls on top on the instrument binnacle a fraction too much away from my ideal driving position, which meant the stretch. The multimedia system itself is controlled through the latest generation of Lexus's touchpad, and that is better previously but still not really a patch about the rotary solutions used by many rival companies. Built for long-distance cruising, the Lexus LC can be a very comfortable car. We've only a chance to attempt the larger 21-inch wheels situated on Sport and Sport Plus models thus far, but in spite of those it rode excellently across a number of surfaces. We were especially impressed while using seats that are beautifully shaped and highly adjustable. They're for sale in leather or Alcantara. The cabin itself can be a quiet environment too, with minimal wind noise at motorway speeds and engine roar only really audible when you wish it to be. The LC lineup can be a relatively simple one. You can have the common car with either 500 or 500 hours engines, or are equipped together with the Sport package, or even the Sport Plus package. Following that choice, you find only 3 optional extras. Standard Lexus LC Coupe equipment. The base spec LC comes that has a high level of ordinary kit. Highlights include 20-inch alloy wheels, glass roof with sunshade, LED lights at both sides, rain-sensing wipers, heated and ventilated semi-aniline leather front seats, heated leader, keyless entry and ignition. There's a 12-speaker multimedia system that has a 10.25-inch screen, Bluetooth, USB and aux connections and DVD player as standard. Adding the Sport package for your LC nets you sports front seats, Alcantara upholstery, a carbon fiber roof and 21-inch alloy wheels. Moving approximately top-spec Sport Plus package gets an energetic rear spoiler, carbon fiber scuff plates, Alcantara interior trim and also the Lexus dynamic handling upgrade, including rear wheel steering, variable ratio steering plus a limited slip differential. Optional extras, Lexus LC Coupe. Your only option is a Mark Levinson 13-speaker audio system upgrade, a color head-up display and metallic paint. We're expecting the Lexus LC Coupe to fare well within the safety stakes. It hasn't yet been crash-tested by Euro NCAP, but we predict it'll score the ideal 5 stars simply as a result of its impressive roster of IT technology. You get airbags all around the cabin, traction and stability control systems, hill start assist, a tire pressure warning system plus a blind spot monitor with rear cross-traffic alert. On surface of that there's Lexus Safety System Plus, such as adaptive cruise control, pre-collision safety, traffic sign recognition, active lane keeping assistance, a sway warning system and automatic high beam headlights. Adults will find it difficult to fit from the back. Low, wide car isn't easiest to park. Boot is tiny in V8 and smaller still in hybrid. The Lexus LC Coupe doesn't fare particularly well with this respect. While the 2 front occupants will likely be comfortable, a 6-foot-tall adult simply won't fit inside back. The sloping roofline means there's no headroom in any way, so it's ideal for young children only. We found the LC quite easy to park in a very bay, however its wideness is likely to make it a strong fit in the garage. Acoustic parking sensors help, however, and the back wheel steering on Sport Plus models also makes life a little easier in this particular respect. On paper the LC's boot measures 197 liters to the V8, even so the LC 500 hours S hybrid system eats into this further, leaving just 172 liters of room. This isn't a superb performance on the Lexus.